Good morning. It's been a little bit, so I was going to do a quick walk. The Chaos Garden is chaos gardening. Got these are a weed variety of morning glories. The marigolds are still everywhere. More and more tomatillos popping up. And the sunflowers are starting to head. Let's see. Excuse me, Ed. Like, there's a morning glory right on the concrete. This one, there's probably a dozen heads just on this one plant. And it looks like the giant one is starting to get ahead. I need to go through and weed. We have all these, which I believe is, when I looked it up, was a Persian buttercup. I'm not sure. And I still need to pull up all these bulbs. They're looking real sad after all that rain. I've got to figure out something to do with this guy. Goodness. Like I said, chaos gardening is chaos gardening. But the sunflowers are doing fantastic. We got something eating on them, but still nice. And some more chaos gardening. These are one of my favorites. Primrose, I believe is what it said. I'm not exactly sure. The passion flower, though, is starting to take over. I do want to kind of weed eat this down so we have a better walkway in. But this was, there's a white one. There's a red one in there, and there's tons of yellow ones over here. So yeah, but the this volunteer tomatillo is covered in flowers. Abby, he wants you to go eat. Join us feeding you. And I've got to figure out how to support this tomato because it's growing down in the grass. More onions. We did pull one up. So I think we're just planning on harvesting as we need onions at this point. And let the kind of just do its thing. Obviously harvesting the ones that are drying back. I've got to figure out what to do with all this fencing we took down. Let's go to the back of the garden. So our chaos patch of beans and corn is doing fantastic. But the San Marzanos, not so much. We've got a couple good sized ones, but not very much. Gotta get all this horseweed out of here. And the Romanos, they're not doing too well either. All this rain's really getting to them. Basil, we've got watermelon and cantaloupe, 2 different sizes. Obviously, one didn't germinate at all. The tomatillos I planted look like they have all died. We tried to till up a row to do another chaos garden. That is concrete right underneath there. These morning glories that are also volunteers from the morning glory wall I had last year are going crazy. But the peas are still going pretty prolific. We've harvested a bunch of roots out. We've got some mystery tomatoes, some more radishes. And I have seen some signs of the cucumbers coming in. There's a dill right there on the other side. These squash are gorgeous. Not sure what kind it is. I think maybe a spaghetti. I know I did a bunch of spaghetti and I've got a ton of it. So I'm hoping that we can keep it going all summer. But there is also a little butternut right Hi there. He's so cute. And the corn is coming up. And there's a couple beans, but not very many. The volunteered zinnias are coming in. And again, the corn came up and is doing fine. But there's only like 2 beans down here. So that's fun. Another butternut, and I did notice starting to get some yellow squash. So I'm excited about that because we'll be able to start eating some squash here real soon. I bet in the next couple days I'll be able to harvest some. So I'm hoping we'll be able to keep our squash bed going a little bit longer than the month that I had it last year. But the tomatoes are slow. I've got some of the pole beans coming up. Some of them are doing great, and some of them didn't look like they germinated at all. More volunteer tomatoes, and apparently something's getting my spinach. So, that's the first time I've actually successfully gotten any leaves on spinach that I've grown, so that's exciting. And it looks like these peas may be hitting their end, so they'll have to come out here soon. But I've still got, look, that one's loaded down with peas. Got a bunch of carrots and tomatoes. The peppers, surprised, they were brown last week, but they still look pretty green right now. Lots of carrots. And we've got, I want to say that's a turnip, maybe a parsnip. And then some cole crops. Yeah, like, I was hoping the whole trellis would look like this. I got beans or peas all the way to the top, and then the morning glory is kind of coming over it, and then the next flush will be cucumbers to kind of fill the space. Oh, there's basils. And this bean's actually even gotten up onto the trellis. So that's exciting. My hope is that the beans kind of help hold the tomatoes on the trellis so I'm not having to tie it so much, but we'll see. Sage is still in flower. I still don't know what to do with that guy. The potatoes are huge. I'm so excited to see what comes of this crop. The strawberries are pretty much puddled out. Everything we've seen lately has been rotten. The resurrection garden and spring flowers are pretty much done, although Jonah's looks like it's still holding in there, so we'll see. I got a couple little lettuces. Anybody has a good lettuce they like to grow, let me know. I didn't like that black seeded Simpson. It is prolific, we don't like it. Volunteer tomato, spinaches, the sunflower. I tried to stake it. Now it's 5 times bigger than that stake. So, but it's starting to get its head up there. Marigolds that I've been mowing around. Celery galore. Volunteer tomatillos. And we do still have a couple cole crops in here. I say that because I believe they're cabbage. That's what it looks like to me. Cabbage or broccoli. But I don't see any signs of heading, and they've been out here for 3 months, so we'll see. More celery, more volunteer tomatillos, and those tomatillos actually have 6. Every time I look, there's another fruit. I think there's 6 fruit on it so far, so I'm super excited to see what the tomatillas do this year. Weeds, volunteer marigolds, tomatillas. So yeah, quick morning walk. We are trying to get on top of stuff, but I feel like that's never ending. So yeah, just kind of a quick look. We are working on the animals lately, trying to get more space down into the woods and figuring out that property line. And then we'll probably be working on a coop of some kind, either for my egg layers or to start my meat breeding program. So I'm super excited about that. Tell me what you do with your thistle. It's taking all I can not to just pull the whole thing out, but I don't want it everywhere. So I've gone through and kind of just picked the flowers, but some of these are pretty thorny too, so I don't really want to get a bunch of thorns this morning. So there we go. Quick little farm update for y'all. Have a blessed day.